welcome back. This is Leah with Copper Talk Farm. Last week I made a vlog on how to reduce your trash output, and I am back to give you just some day-to-day tips that you can use to help reduce your trash on a daily basis. So the first thing is compost all your kitchen waste. You can do it even in an apartment. My good friend did it last year and you couldn't even tell there was a compost out on her patio. It was behind her little pallet strawberry garden. You couldn't see it, you couldn't smell it. It was great. Cut down immensely on trash going out. Use Tupperware. Talon and I bought this plastic wrap 4 years ago, and there proudly is still like, I don't know, a quarter of this roll left. 4 years ago, we never use this. We use mason jars and old yogurt containers and those sorts of things to store all of our stuff. I made a list so I wouldn't ramble, but I'm probably still gonna ramble because I don't talk this fast normally. Oh my god. Newspapers. Use them as a fire starter. I know that I like the crinkly feeling, the smell of newspapers. So if you get things such as newspapers, magazines, use them, reuse them, make collages if you do magazines. I use these out in the garden I layer them really thick and use them as weed control. They're eventually gonna break down. Boxes also, so if you get cereal, butter, what else comes in boxes? Beer in the little 6-pack container. Use those also as a fire starter, or you can use them, I love them as weed control out in the garden. I lay those suckers down in like a couple of layers and they're awesome, like along the edges of the gardens and things like that. The grass just doesn't grow, it can't, it's kind of smothered. And they'll eventually break down, but by then hopefully the grass will be dead and won't come back. Again, going back to the grocery store because we all go there all the time, just say no to plastic bags. Put your produce in your cart, let it roll around, let it have a fiesta in there. I solemnly swear in the last 4 years that I have gone grocery shopping and not used a single plastic bag to put my produce in, I have never gotten sick. Ever. Ever. So, sick in the sense of I ate a banana and now I have the poops. So what I do though is I make sure to wash all of my produce and my fruit and anything that's been rolling around in the cart really well. So I just fill up my sinks, give them a good rinse, and then tuck them away, and I have never ever gotten sick. That also goes for things with rinds. I also wash like bananas or oranges or lemons or avocados, things I'm gonna slice into, because if there's bacteria or something that they picked up from rolling around in your cart or from being handled at the store, you want to wash that off before you slice into it, or else all the germs, bacteria could get in there, could potentially give you the poops. So you don't want that. I know I said this in the last two, but it's so important. Bulk. We get shampoo and conditioner and dish soap and all sorts of things in the bulk section. We just reuse our containers every time we remember to bring them. And then we invested, for example, in this. It was $1.99 at a local gardening store, and it's made out of recycled glass, and it is our shampoo holder in our bathroom, in our bathtub, and it looks so cool. It looks like we are just like the chicest, most hippest. It looks like we did everything from Pinterest, okay? We are cool. No, but really, we're not. It's to recycle old jars and things like that that you get from, this was a honey jar. It's too small to drink water out of. It's kind of oddly shaped, but it's so cute for a vase. Oh my god. I don't think I've ever recycled a glass jar, ever, because I'm recycling it in my home via it's our water drinking glasses, or it's a cute little jar for dried flowers. Another thing that you can reuse, wine bottles. This was one of the many wines served at our wedding. So not only is it a memento, but it's cute. If you're like me and buy wine for the label, great, and it's super cute for decor, and it's a plus if you like that wine. You're like, oh yeah, remember those peacock feathers in that cute wine jar? I should get some more of that wine. It was yummy. Okay, here's that. Okay, yeah, great, cute. Overall, shop smarter. If you can, go to the Goodwill or what's the other? Thrift stores. Thrift stores in general. Go to them. Love them. Embrace them. Ignore the tweakers, okay? Just drink a lot of coffee and act like one of them. You'll just blend right in. Maybe wear camo too if you're in Eugene. We found these. There's another one down there at the Goodwill. 25 cents. I think they're even cheaper than that. I think they're 2 for 25 cents. And they're cute. They're vintage. They're made out of metal. They're not going to wear down. They're not made out of plastic like all the crap that you get at the box stores now. And you know, they're great. They'll never break, and hopefully I'll give them to my kids one day. Get all sentimental. But this is what this is for. This is so that we can leave the planet a better place. We can make the planet healthier just on a daily basis. Know what is recyclable and what is not when you buy it. I'm going to put some really sad, depressing links down below this little video that you can go and click on if you want to cry, and they will be your driving force to wanting to recycle more. Like there's a little bird one where yeah, just go and watch and cry, and you will fully embrace why Talon and I do what we do on a daily basis. It takes a lot of thinking and planning, but once you get the hang of it, you'll be golden. Shop smarter. So if you have the option, like these clothes pegs are made out of wood. You have the option to buy something made out of wood, such as bamboo. Bamboo's the new hip green craze. Buy it. Don't buy the plastic ones. The plastic ones will break down eventually. And if the wood ones break down eventually, you can put them out in your compost and they will break down back into dirt. So just make those steps to shop a little bit smarter. You can buy non-disposable napkins. Yay! Talon was a paper towel fiend. Oh my god, it was ridiculous. He would use like 15 paper towels in one meal. I'd be like, what is your problem? And paper towels come in those big plastic bags that you can't recycle. So we don't buy them anymore. Sorry. I bought a whole bunch of these. We got them at a garage sale. They're great. They're cute. They're absorbent. They're soft. Use washable napkins. They're great. We have like 8. We wash them. We use them. We never touch paper towel anymore. That being said, if you're out buying like toilet paper, I know it's so tempting to go to the big stores and buy the like 1,500 rolls for $10.99. You can go to a store that gets those things and they're just packaged in tissue paper. And that's how we buy our toilet paper. We don't throw away those big plastic bags anymore. It's great. Recycle batteries. I've gone to the dump like twice since I moved here. Yeah. But when I have gone there, I've seen batteries in the big trash bins. So don't throw them away. Same with these new light bulbs, the like energy efficient ones. They cannot be thrown away because they have chemicals in them. So find a place that recycles them. I'll put some links down below also of places in the Eugene Springfield area that recycles things. And most of the time they're for free. So just take them in, find out when your county is doing a recycling day. It's great. Do not throw things like that away because it's just chemicals going into the environment. It's awful. Make crafts from old things. Do you know how cool and hipster you would look if you cut up like some sweet old flannel bedspread that like has holes and chapstick on it because your husband doesn't check pockets when he does the wash? If you chop that up and used it as like a patch on your jeans that have ripped, so cool. Also, this was my favorite bedspread. I saved up so much money to buy it. I bought it, went in the washing machine, and it got chapstick all over it. And now it's stained and wrecked, and we like used it once and I was heartbroken. But now I use it as wrapping paper. Cute, right? I know. So use things like old bedding as wrapping paper. I could use it as dog towels. So when I'm drying them off, when they come in with their muddy feet, just wipe their feet off with old rags. I use Talon's old underwear for that. Also his old stained up weird white t-shirts. Great. And you're reusing them until they're too old and holy to reuse anymore. So donate instead of throwing something away. Somebody is always worse off than yourself. I know this. We all know this. So put things out on the curb. Talon did a reno job and he had old stained up carpet, nasty, funky. We weren't going to use it. I don't like using that stuff for my gardens, but other people do and they want to. And so he put it out with a free sign. The next day it was gone. We also did that with an old compost. Talon made me a sweet pallet one made out of old pallets. But our plastic one was kind of breaking down and just a little crummy. The dogs were breaking into it. Sadie. So he put it out there with a free sign. It was gone in like an hour. So, like those were two things we couldn't necessarily take to a thrift store. So, but if you do have things that aren't stained or wrecked or gross and you don't want to throw them away, but you also don't want them sitting out on the curb, take them to a thrift store. I guess these are all of my tips that I have for you right now. If you have any questions or suggestions for me or Talon, or if you try any of these things, let us know. You can reach us at coppertopfarm.org, at Facebook/coppertopfarm. Oh my god, I've had so much caffeine. So yeah, I'd love to hear from you. Let us know if you try anything, and I love you all.